pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Here's Walker to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. There's Wilson to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they send a man in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a give to Etienne. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. A give for Walker running right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run again with Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
6 yards left on second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. On 2nd down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half? Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's 2nd and a yard. ETN up the middle, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, 30 yards as they have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. On
first down, Wilson rolling to his right. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Etienne bringing in another one. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Throwing is Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go. 10 black.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Tua. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Bo Melton, 77 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And as this defense